Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing the new Ricoh Theta V 360 camera, which films in 4K. I have concocted this amazing thing I have on my head. I think it would make any inventor jealous, or maybe not. I took a GoPro head mount. I screwed on a small tripod and then set the 360 camera onto that one. It's filming upside down, but I'll turn that in post. I've had the Theta S for a few years now, but I got to borrow this Theta V not too long ago, and this is my review. I do hope that the sound will be okay and not pick up too much wind. One thing I noticed when I was gonna set this up is that the audio input or output is blocked by any or every tripod I have. That sucks because I wanted to use my small lapel mic, and I did try it without the tripod and it did sound pretty okay, so I might be losing this head contraption of mine. Oh wow, just look that way, and you'll see the God rays coming through the clouds. It's kind of cool. Anyway, the new Theta V 360 camera does shoot in 4K, so I'm very excited to see the results of this. It also features 360 tiny planet stitching. I can show you some of that in a bit. But basically you can make the footage like a tiny planet, and it's really cool. And as I'm talking now, you can look around and you see the snow-covered trees, and yeah, I'm walking in the middle of the woods here. I'm just gonna try to move slowly out of here, and yeah, I think that my head contraption might not been the best idea, so I'm gonna head to my car again and I'm gonna plug in the lapel mic, and hopefully we can get some steadier shots and better sound. So just walk with me, enjoy the view, and yeah, let's head to the car. We'll try to keep this as steady as I can. I think the sound is much better now with the little mic. Here's a photo of the bottom of the Ricoh Theta V. And as you can see, I plugged in the mic and there's not much room left for any tripod of any sort. And that really bugs me because you have to hand hold the Theta V if you're gonna use a mic or something. I do like the camera. I really enjoy it. The thing is, you need to set it to manual, because I tried it so many times doing auto mode, and the white balance also in auto, it was completely off the charts. It was so blue, and it did not, I couldn't even save it in post in Premiere because the blue was destroying the footage. The problem is, if you're gonna set it to manual, you need a phone and the Ricoh Theta app, and that's where you set all the settings. Let's see, I wrote something down here. So yeah, the Ricoh Theta V has a proximity distance of about 10 centimeters, so I could put this like this and it should be focused maybe not, I don't know, 10 centimeters. But anyway, the shooting modes are as follows. The still image, you can choose between auto settings, shutter priority, ISO priority, and manual. And the manual, yeah, you have to use the app for that, but it's totally worth it because the auto settings, they just don't cut it. The video, it's auto, but you can set the exposure compensation and the ISO, or sorry, the exposure compensation and the white balance. The ISO settings for still image, it's automatic ISO between 64 and 1600. In ISO priority mode, it's between 64 and 3200. In manual mode, you can set it as same as ISO priority mode, from 64 to 3200. In video, you can choose between 64 and 6400. It's a bit high and you get a lot of grain, but as for white balance, you have in still image mode, you have the auto, the outdoor, the shade, the cloudy, the incandescent light 1, 2, daylight color, fluorescent light, natural white, fluorescent light, white fluorescent light, light bulb color, fluorescent light, color temperature between 2500 to 10,000 kelvins. Whew, that was hard to say. I strongly urge you to use the manual mode in the phone app. I can show you if you look the other way, like that. As you can see, I don't have a live view when I'm recording video, which kind of sucks, but yeah, can't do much about that. Right now I've set it exposure compensation to 0.7. The white balance is at 5300. I might have overblown this a bit. It's a bit light, but then again the weather is switching, so I wanted to be on the safe side. Yeah, you see the remaining time. I can film 4K footage up to 25 minutes at a time, 4K battery level, and yeah, that's about it. In still image mode, you do have some options down here for HDR rendering and such. It itches. But yeah, the app is preferable when shooting video. The worst thing that happens is you shoot some images, you think they look great, and you come home and they're not that great at all. They're blue, they're grainy. It's not much you can do after that, because when the camera stitches it all together to a 360 video, it kind of distorts the image a bit and you lose some quality. One thing I've noticed with the Theta V is that the back lens on this side is sticking out a little bit more than the lens on this side. And I know I talked in my video at the first look at the Theta V that it didn't do a good job at stitching. So it might be that I got a faulty product, or that the lens sticking out on the back, it's a manufacturing error, and I think that might be the reason why the stitching isn't that good. I'm gonna show you on the Theta S. Here, let me get it. The Theta S looks almost identical to the Theta V. As I said in my previous video, the only noticeable thing is that this has a darker color and it doesn't have the audio input here. The thing is, they have removed the HDMI port and put an audio input there. As you can see in the middle here, that's a tripod screw, and beside it is where the audio port is on the Theta V. I don't know about you, but I can't fit a tripod here anywhere. So using the Theta V with a tripod and a mic, it's not really possible if you don't have a special tripod with a long screw, which I don't have. I can always do like this. I can hold it, but sometimes you just want to put it on a tripod, show something and talk while you do it. I can do like this, but it's not optimal, and I would love for the audio jack to be on either side of the camera instead. It would be so much better. As for price, yeah, it's almost $500 in Sweden. I think, oh, maybe even more. It's an expensive toy. I am, however, going to the local hotel in a few days to shoot some room images for them. So it can be used for professional use, but it also is a very fun toy to play around with, especially here in the slopes, because putting this on someone who snowboards or skis, it could look pretty cool with the tiny planet edits, which you can do in the Theta app. It's very easy. You just connect the camera to the phone via Wi-Fi and you transfer the images or movies. The thing is, transferring videos is super slow, and yeah, I would recommend importing them to a computer. It's much faster, but you do have to convert the footage through the Ricoh computer app, unfortunately. But yeah, you can edit this footage in Premiere, for example. I've done it today. The file sizes of the footage are huge. Let's see, I don't know if I can show you. No, camera is busy, but the 3-minute video, which I recorded now, is about 1.5 gigabyte, and that's pretty big. I know I haven't done any cool views or something or edits in this video, but it's mostly because I wanted to show you how a 360 camera operates, and that you can move around while watching this, and hopefully it still looks pretty cool. I will take a stroll to the lookout point again with the lapel mic, and maybe you can hear something other than the wind. Just gonna lock my car. You never know who's up at the mountain trying to steal stuff. Probably no one, but you never know. There we go. So this is where I usually go to shoot. I think it's a beautiful place, and I really enjoy being up here. Would I recommend you buying this camera? Yeah, if it's for fun, to shoot some planet videos, to maybe bring with you when you do some fun stuff, going on holiday or something. Once again, if you look that way, you can see my hometown of Järvsö down here. It's a pretty stunning view, and this is actually where I shot most of my photos you see on Instagram. I'll link it in the description. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's some awesome God rays over there. And God rays is when the sun comes down through the clouds and you see the different rays like that. It looks stunning. I haven't done much reviewing of technical stuff yet, and I don't know if this is a good one, but I hope this will get you some information and an idea of the Ricoh Theta V camera. I do like it. It's fun to play around with, and I have borrowed this from the Swedish distributors, and I'll link to them below. I'm gonna return this in March, so hopefully I'll get a few more 360 videos in here on my channel. Trying not to fall here. But yeah, I do enjoy it. It is somehow, it adds a bit of flair to the videos, and especially if you can get those tiny planet ones. They look really cool blending in with regular footage. I'm sorry for my mumbling here, but it's hard walking, talking and holding this at the same time. And yeah, 360 video, you can edit that pretty much as any video you do. You can change the settings in Premiere to see a 360 view, kind of. You get a little square like that, and you can choose the starting view, and yeah, you see it like you see on YouTube, for example. It's pretty easy, and yeah, you can cut and edit as much as you want. You can color correct and everything. So I did get a warning on the Theta V. A red light started blinking. It looked like there was some insufficient space on the built-in memory card, but I deleted some old videos and it went away. The hardest thing with this camera is if you're gonna film and the lights change, you have no idea how the footage will look until you watch it after you recorded it, because you can't see the live view. As you can see here, it's all black, and yeah, it's hard to review the footage before you get home, because if you click and want to preview the footage on the phone, you have to click the image on the camera and it will download. So if you have a over 1 gigabyte file, it will take you up towards 10 minutes to transfer that file, because the transferring is pretty slow, and that's why I recommend you to transfer it when you get home. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you liked this review. I know it wasn't the best one, and I stutter and I drift away, and I'm not that good at talking, but I hope you liked it. And please ask me some questions about the camera if you want to know, because I really enjoy it, even though it's pretty expensive, the files are big, the auto settings isn't that good, and the problem with the audio input. It actually is pretty fun. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. See ya.